this is Andy from Gilligan's Ice Cream. We're going to show you today how we do a Gilligan's ice cream cake. We get many of the supplies we use for this cake come from Hill & Marks. We'll try to leave you a list after this video of the products that we use that they provide. If you have any questions, of course, you can ask me after this video during the Hill & Marks show, or obviously contact your Hill & Marks rep. So we're going to start first by showing you the filling, the crunch filling that we put into our ice cream cakes. So we use a chocolate cookie base from Dutch Street, which is available at Hill & Marks. This is what it looks like when it comes to us. It's just a plain broken up chocolate cookie. We're going to add some of the JHS chocolate cone coating to it. And this you want to add enough to, you want it to look a little wet. This helps make the crunch more stable when you're putting it in the cake. So, our crunch now is ready for us to make our cake. So we're going to grab an empty cake pan. And this is a metal 7-inch cake pan. You can get these online. So probably, I'm sure, like Michael's, also Craft Store, things like that. First thing we're going to do is put it in on a tray. We'll start with soft serve vanilla. And our ice cream cakes have 3 layers of ice cream. So we start with a layer of vanilla, and we put that down into the pan. The next thing we're going to do is put some of this crunch over the top of the ice cream. So there's that. Now we're going to go back to the machine for a chocolate layer of ice cream. Practice makes perfect with these. You know, the first couple times you might get way to the top with your crunch, and you want to always start with a small layer to start on the bottom. That way you'll guarantee you'll have the room for the top layer. If it's a little extra vanilla, that's okay. One final layer of vanilla. Now, you obviously need this to set up before you can frost it. So what we do is we freeze these overnight. We'll put this in our freezer overnight, and then we're going to show you right now how we take them out of the pans. But we have one that we've already got, has already sat overnight. So we're going to put this one in the freezer, and we're going to grab that one that's already frozen. So this is what it looks like frozen. You got a frozen cake. Now you got to get this out of the pan. So to do that, you get yourself a container of warm water. We got our container right here, and a cardboard circle, and this is a 10-inch cardboard circle from Hill & Marks. They provide these. They also have 8-inch and 12-inch cardboard circles. So you take your cake pan. Now this cake pan has a bottom that's going to come out. So we're going to set this in the water for a few seconds. Let the water run off. Put the cake onto the cardboard. You want to keep it kind of centered, like that. Pull the cake pan off, and slide this on. And there you go. There's your cake. Now, because this is a little bit melted on top of the warm water, you're going to want to return this to your freezer, probably for, if you're going to need it to decorate it, probably at least for another 20-30 minutes, and that'll let everything seal up. Maybe take a paper towel and you can wipe off the little water on the edge here. You're going to return this to your freezer, and we're going to show you right now how we decorate one. So this is one we've got that's been already on the cardboard. It's frozen solid. So we're going to bring that to the cake spindle here. And you can get these spindles at, this is a Wilton brand, or at craft stores. So you start by taking some of the better cream, you throw it right on top of the cake. Now you can be generous with this, because you're gonna, defrosting it, you can always return, as long as it's, turn it back to the tub. So pile it on top there to start. And obviously frosting a cake, practice makes perfect. So don't expect your first one, if you never do, to be beautiful. Maybe you have a cake decorator in your family and you can bring them on to help you out. So you're going to put a generous amount of frosting on top, push it around. You want it hanging over the edge of the cake. And then you're going to go down the sides, and you want to make sure every bit of ice cream is covered with frosting. You do that first, and then what you're going to do is you're going to smooth out the edges. But it's easier to put a little too much on than it is to put too little. So be generous with the amount you put on there. It makes it easier when you're frosting. And you don't need to use vanilla and chocolate for these. I mean, if you want to get real creative, you could use some of your hard ice cream flavors to make cakes. You can do custom cakes. We do those here at Gilligan's. You make a cake with mint chip, cookie dough, peanut butter cup, whatever your popular flavors are. All right. So now that we've got the cake all covered in frosting, we're going to start working on smoothing the cake out. So take your spatula, just kind of go down the edges, spin your spindle. Yeah, place you got a little bit extra, you can go down there. You missed a spot. Where the cardboard meets your cake, if it's a little rough, that's okay. You're gonna smooth that out, or you're gonna cover that up with a piping. So we have our longer spade here. This is spatula here we can use for the top. So, there's our cake. Now, we need to cover this with some piping. So, start at the bottom. And this frosting tip is designed so that you can just kind of go up, down, spin around. Once again, practice makes perfect, so. And if you don't want to do it this way, there's another way you can do it, is you can just do dots along the edge here. This might be a little easier for some of you. Alright, so there's the side, or the bottom side. Now you're going to do the top. And it's the same thing going up and down with your frosting tip. Alright, so there it is with the piping. Now, the only thing left we have to do is put flowers on there. And they make special tips designed for the flowers, so you really don't have to do a lot of work with these. You can just kind of put the tip over and squeeze. And once again, you kind of try to follow the block pattern. That usually is the easiest way to keep it symmetrical. So there's some yellow. I'm going to do some blue. Then the only thing we have left is the green, or the leaves. Now a little trick we do here at Gilligan's is, obviously people want their cakes written on. So this is a special tip designed for leaves. You squeeze and then release, and it creates a leaf with you. back off the pressure and pull up. So our trick at Gilligan's is when people ask for a cake to be written on, we write on them in green, and that way you're always guaranteed that you're going to have a color that matches your cake, because the green will match the flowers, the leaves on the flowers. So we do custom writing also colors if they ask. If you're busy and you need to write on a cake quick, it's always good to have green, because your flowers are going to have the green and at least will match the cake. So the last thing we have to do after we get all this decorated, since this one's going to go into our case for sale, is we need to put it into a box. So the boxes we can get at Hill & Marks. They have an 8x8 box, a 10x10 box, and a 12x12 box. White box, nice. You can put your own stickers on it, your own labels. Slide that in there. They're very easy to put together. Down there. Our cakes range from the $17 range up to $39. And there you go. There's your Gilligan's ice cream cake. Ready for sale, ready to eat, and it's going to be good. So, once again, thanks for watching how we make our ice cream cakes and our pies. Thank you, Hill & Marks, for being a great partner to Gilligan's. We've enjoyed our long relationship and looking forward to a bright future with you, and hope all of your other customers look forward to a great future as well.